You're lying in the quiet dark, eyes closed, but mind wide awake, and you're already aware of the shape of this moment before it even settles fully. This is one of those middle-of-the-night wake-ups that arrives without warning. A soft ripple across the surface of stillness that wakes you to your own thoughts. You didn't plan this. No alarm rang. No dream pulled you up. It just happened. A shift in weight, a breath too sharp, and suddenly you're here, fully aware, with no sense of how long you've been like this, or whether it's even possible to go back. The room stays dark, unchanged, but your mind has flicked on. You notice the way thoughts begin, not as commands, not as urgency, but simply as a quiet arrival, like shadows shifting at the edge of vision. And one gentle note before we go further: this is a place to rest, not medical advice, and it is no substitute for professional care. If sleep keeps being hard, night after night, a licensed healthcare professional is the right person to walk that with you. For tonight, there is nothing to fix. You're in that space where racing thoughts don't yet feel heavy. There's no panic, just the gentle, persistent hum of mental activity, already looping through something you wish had gone differently. Not a full replay, not an urgent fix, but this one conversation, the one from yesterday or last week, still breathing inside your skull with its unresolved edges and half-formed words. You can feel it returning. Maybe because of how quiet it is now. Maybe because the body has stopped pretending to be asleep. The brain will not shut off. Not tonight, not like it's supposed to. Not when there are threads left dangling in the air. But you don't have to act on any of it. You don't need to respond or revise or even remember all that was said. Just because a thought comes doesn't mean you're responsible for what happens next. The fact that your mind is looping through this moment isn't failure. It's simply how you are right now, and being aware of it is enough. There's no shame in having awake thoughts at this hour. No obligation to fix anything, not even yourself. Let the thought about the conversation stay where it is. Don't push it away. Don't pull it closer. Just notice that it's there, like a word still echoing after you've finished speaking. You can name it without needing to answer. This is what I'm thinking right now. That's all. No need to explain why or how long it's been here. It arrived just as the night deepened and your body paused its usual rhythm. It didn't come because you did something wrong. It came because that's how minds work when they're not distracted by daylight. Now, let yourself recognize this pattern without trying to change it. Every time a thought arrives, whether about a conversation, a plan, a feeling, or an image from earlier in the day, you don't have to follow. You can simply place it down like a book on a shelf. Not because you've decided not to read it, but because you're choosing not to open it now. That's all this is, a decision about attention. The brain doesn't need permission to think. It just needs space to be quiet when asked. You don't have to schedule the conversation for tomorrow or write down what they might say now. You don't need to rehearse how you'd respond if you could go back and change one phrase, one tone, one pause in the middle of their sentence. That's not your job tonight. The mind is trying to help, trying to sort things out, but it doesn't understand that some processes need time, silence, or distance. You're not being lazy for not answering it now. You're simply returning to the rhythm of rest. Let each thought become a closed tab in your awareness. The way you might close a browser window without deleting the content. The conversation stays there, but its urgency fades when it no longer lives at the center of your attention. It doesn't vanish, it just stops demanding anything from you. You can feel the space where the anxiety used to be, and that's not emptiness. That's permission. Now bring your focus gently down through the body, into what is already true and steady beneath all the mental motion. The weight of the blanket across your chest. Not heavy enough to pull, not light enough to drift away. It just is. There it sits, pressing evenly over you like a quiet hand, reminding you that you are still here, still contained, still held by something real. Feel how the fabric brushes against your skin with each breath, slightly cool at first touch, then warming from body heat. It's not asking anything of you. It doesn't care whether you're thinking or not thinking. It just stays where it is, and so can you. Now, turn to your breathing, not to change it, but to notice how it moves in the quiet dark. Inhale through your nose, a soft ripple of cool air that travels down into your chest, filling gently without force. Exhale through your mouth, slower than thought, longer than need. The breath is not for fixing anything. It's not an exercise. It's just movement. And it's already happening. Let the rhythm settle on its own, not to control it, but to let it be what it is. There's no goal here, no need to deepen or lengthen. Just allow each inhale to come as if nothing has ever happened before. No memory of yesterday, no plan for tomorrow. The air enters softly, like dust settling after a long silence. Now feel how the pillow supports your head, not too much, not too little. It's soft where it needs to be, firm enough that you don't sink into the mattress too deeply. You're cradled by this one point of contact, the back of your skull resting gently against fabric and foam. No pressure, no effort, just a quiet connection between body and surface. Let yourself feel how still everything is, the air not stirring beyond your breath, the room holding its shape even as time passes in invisible ways. The floor below doesn't move. The walls don't breathe. And you are lying here, exactly where you need to be. No more, no less. You can notice that you're awake without needing to fix it. You don't have to fall back asleep, though if sleep comes, it will come on its own. But right now, the act of being aware is enough. The mind may still flicker with memories or fragments, but you are not chasing them. You are allowing them to pass through like clouds in a sky that has no horizon. This moment isn't meant to be perfect. It's just real. And because it's real, it doesn't need to be changed. There's nothing wrong with staying here while the night keeps going. The world outside hasn't woken up yet. No one needs you anywhere else. You're not behind or late or missing something important. Just resting. You're still here, and that's enough. The thought of the conversation isn't gone. It's just not leading you anywhere now. It doesn't have to be carried forward like a burden. You can let it rest in the quiet space behind your eyes, like a leaf floating on water with no current pulling it under. There's no reason to chase its meaning or rewrite its ending. The moment has passed. What matters is this: you are not lost because you are awake. You are not broken for remembering. You are simply present, and presence doesn't require action. Your breath continues, slow, steady, like the quiet turning of a wheel that never needs to hurry. It moves in and out with no agenda, just as it always has when no one is watching. No need to shape it or guide it. Just notice how your ribs expand slightly, not because you told them to, but because air finds its way into the body, like rain finding cracks in dry earth. The coldness of the night seeps through the walls and settles around you, not as a threat, but as part of the atmosphere, something that holds still while everything else remains suspended. You're aware now, not just of your breath, but of the quiet between each one. The small pause when nothing happens at all. It's not empty. It's full with the weight of being exactly where you are. This space isn't meant to be filled with anything. You don't have to fill it. There's no rule saying that silence must mean something or lead somewhere. Some moments simply exist, like a stone lying on a riverbed, no purpose beyond resting. Your shoulders aren't tight. They're not relaxed in the way you might expect, not tensed up and then let go. They're just quiet. There's no effort to release them. No instruction from your mind saying, let go. Instead, they've simply stopped trying to do anything. The weight of them is there, not heavy, but real. Like something that has been still long enough to become part of the shape of you. The blanket drapes over you like a second skin that's grown into place. Not too hot, not too cool, just right where it lands on your legs, across your chest, settling in folds that have memorized your body's contours. It doesn't need to be adjusted. The way it lies is already correct. You don't have to flatten it or tuck it in. There's no rule about how a blanket should look when someone is awake at night. Your feet are tucked under the edge of the sheet, not curled up, not stretched out, but simply resting where they fell when you turned over earlier. The toes press lightly into fabric that's worn thin in places from months and years of lying still beneath them. They're not cold, not quite warm either, just quiet, like all the rest of you. There is a soft sound somewhere beyond the walls, faint enough to be almost imagined, a distant hum, or maybe just the settling of pipes as the house cools down. It doesn't matter what it is. You don't need to name it. It's not important. Whether it's wind in the eaves or a car passing miles away, what matters is that you're hearing it without needing to react. And then there's your skin, the surface of where you meet the world. Not fragile, not sensitive, just there. The warmth from inside spreads slowly outward through your arms and hands and face, like light seeping beneath closed curtains. It's not urgent. There's no rush for heat or coolness. You're neither too warm nor too cold, just in balance with this moment. The memory of the conversation still pulses faintly behind your eyes, not loud enough to pull you from where you are, but persistent enough that it might be mistaken for importance. But you know better now. It doesn't need resolution. It doesn't demand a response or an apology or a reply. You can feel it without needing to fix it. You're not responsible for its outcome. It's like watching the last light of dusk fade behind trees. Not because you want it to disappear, but because you've already seen what there was to see. There's no reason to stare at the sky after dark has fallen. The day is done. The exchange happened. What matters now isn't what could have been said, but how your body feels in this quiet room. You're not trying to fall asleep. You don't need to. You're simply allowing yourself to stay awake with grace. Not as a punishment or a failure, but as a choice. To be here without needing to leave. Without rushing toward morning. You don't have to carry them forward or let go of them with force. Just notice that they're there, then turn away as gently as you would from someone who's whispered your name too softly to hear clearly. You can be aware without being active. You can listen without needing to answer. This is not a test. There is no score. No one is waiting for you to wake up or fall asleep or behave in any particular way. The night holds you, and that is enough. The fabric of the blanket has settled into its own pattern over time. Folds where it's been pressed down by your body's shape every evening. It remembers how you lie, how you shift slightly when you're restless, how you turn toward the wall or pull the sheet up to your chin without thinking. It knows your habits as well as your bones do. You don't have to re-engage with anything from earlier today. You don't need to replay what was said or unsaid, because that conversation already happened in its own time and place. What's happening now is different. It's not about words. It's not about logic or right answers. It's just about being here. The silence between breaths isn't empty. It's full of the quiet hum of your body, breathing itself into stillness. You're not trying to achieve calm. You don't have to earn it. It's already there, like air around you, like light in a room with no windows. You can feel how your neck relaxes where it meets your shoulders. Not because you told it to, but because the tension has simply dissolved into stillness. There is no effort required to let go. Letting go isn't something you do. It's something that happens when you stop fighting. And so you stay on this side of sleep, on this edge of awareness, with nothing to solve and nowhere to be except here. The night keeps going without asking permission. The stars are still out in the sky above, though no one can see them through these walls. The moon is moving slowly overhead, unseen but present. Time passes not as a line you must cross, but as something that flows like water beneath a bridge, steady, quiet, unbothered by your presence. You don't have to make sense of anything right now. You don't need to plan or reflect or prepare. There's no schedule demanding your attention. No voice in your head saying what you should be doing. Just this, the soft rise and fall of your chest. The way your fingers rest on top of the blanket. Not moving, not needing to. The warmth where your body meets fabric and air. The feeling of being held by the darkness without fear. It's okay that nothing is happening. It's okay that you're awake. You don't have to fix it or escape from it. There's no need to prove anything to anyone, even yourself. You can just be exactly as you are, with all your memories and unfinished thoughts and quiet habits of being. And still, you belong here in this moment. Still, you are enough. Your breath settles into the rhythm of things that do not require naming. Soft, steady currents, moving through stillness like water, finding its level beneath stone. There's a quiet where your thoughts used to pull at each other with urgency, but now they don't have traction here. No one is holding them up by their edges. The memory you've been circling doesn't rise again. It drifts sideways, not as an echo, but as something passing through the air, like dust in light, suspended and unimportant. It isn't gone, but it's also not yours to carry tonight. The corner of your shoulder presses into the pillow with a weight that feels familiar, like returning home after walking far without purpose. Your skin remembers how pressure settles differently when you're resting than when you're waiting or watching. The shape of where your arm rests is worn by time, as though this position has been rehearsed in silence every night before sleep came and found its place beside you. Outside the room, there's a sound not loud enough to disturb anything. Just the quiet settling of trees against their own shadows at the edge of what can't be seen. The wind doesn't need permission. It moves through branches like breath moving between lips. Not for effect, but because movement is how things live in stillness. There are no clocks now that matter, the kind you read with your eyes open and then regret looking back. To only a slow turning inward where time becomes something other than measurement. You don't track hours by the way light would fall if there were windows, or measure minutes against thoughts about what might come tomorrow. The night has its own pulse, steady under all things that feel urgent in daylight. The part of your mind still holding on to yesterday's exchange, your voice saying one thing and meaning another. Someone else hearing something entirely different. It doesn't need to be corrected now. It just exists, like a leaf caught between two layers of glass, not falling, but also not flying free. There is no judgment here for the way words were offered or withheld. Only this, that they happened once and already passed. Your fingertips are still resting where you left them, lightly touching fabric, as if testing whether it will change beneath contact. It doesn't move. The blanket stays exactly how your body shaped its surface when warmth first settled into place. And now, the shape is not a claim on anything, but simply what remained after emotions stopped. You don't have to decide whether something was said well or poorly, whether tone mattered more than truth. That kind of reckoning doesn't belong here in this space where breath meets silence without demand. You're allowed to carry unresolved things with you, just as trees grow around wounds and continue reaching upward even when bark is cracked. The softness beneath your cheek isn't proof that anything has been healed. It's only evidence that something hasn't moved since it last found a resting place. And maybe the act of not moving is enough for now. There's no story being built in this moment, and there doesn't need to be one. You are not constructing meaning from fragments. You're letting them float like threads left behind after someone else's work was finished long ago. The part that wants answers, what they meant by their pause, what you could have said instead, isn't wrong for being here. It isn't loud or out of place. It simply exists in the quiet corner where curiosity lives, without intention to act on it. And stillness holds space even when questions are not answered. You can let your attention drift from one sensation to another. Not because they're important, but just so there's something light for awareness to hold on to, while everything else lets go of pressure. The weight across your chest is barely noticeable. Just enough that you feel the fabric pressing in gently, where ribs meet skin. It isn't holding tight. It's only reminding you how soft bodies can be when they stop trying to stay upright or alert. The blanket has learned not to demand anything from you. It doesn't ask for more than what's already given. There is a small point near your collarbone, just beneath the hollow where air moves in and out, that feels warm, like an ember kept alive by its own stillness. It pulses slowly, not fast enough to be called heartbeat, but steady as something that knows it has time. You don't need to trace back how this warmth got there, or why you feel it now. Only accept that it is present, just as the silence between thoughts is an absence. And your awareness of not needing anything doesn't mean emptiness either. It means space where things can rest without being judged for existing too long. The edge of sleep arrives like a tide, rolling in slowly, not with force, but with certainty. And you don't have to meet it halfway or push yourself forward into its embrace. You're already leaning toward the shore, not because you made that choice today, but because your body knows where quiet lives, even when thought hasn't arrived. There are no maps needed for this kind of journey, no signs pointing north or south. Only a slow turning inward, as if stepping deeper inside yourself without needing to reach any destination except being here in the moment between breaths. A single thread from the blanket has slipped loose and rests across your forearm. Not enough to disturb, not strong enough to pull you awake. It lies there like an afterthought, something that happened outside of intention or purpose. And yet it feels meaningful because nothing else is happening at all. The memory doesn't come back as a replay. It comes again only in passing, just the faintest impression. Their voice rising slightly on one word, your hand hesitating mid-sentence. But you don't re-enter it. You let that image pass through like mist over glass and leave no mark behind because there's nowhere for it to stick. Your body is beginning its own quiet work without instruction or request to realign itself with what has always been true. That being still isn't failure, nor waiting a kind of loss. It's not surrender. It's simply alignment with how things rest when they're allowed to be unburdened by effort. The air in the room feels thick but soft, not heavy enough to press down, only full, like it's holding everything you've ever said and unsaid without judgment or need for response. There is no voice asking what happens next, only silence that listens back. And when your mind tries to reach forward again toward something uncompleted, there's a quiet space between thoughts where the answer doesn't matter because nothing has changed in reality. It just feels like it might have if you were still awake enough to care about fixing anything. But tonight, isn't for repair or resolution, only presence without consequence. You are not responsible for making sense of what happened yesterday, when all that matters now is how your body holds itself right here, beneath the weightless cover of a sky, with no stars visible, but felt in some deep way as still being there anyway. Even if you feel like something remains unspoken, it's already spoken once and lived through. It doesn't need to be said again just because it lingers inside now, where thoughts gather when they can't find their exit routes. There is a soft pressure behind your eyes, not pain, not tension, but the feeling of light resting on closed lids, as though someone placed warmth there, gently, so you wouldn't feel too much cold. That's okay. You don't have to do anything with it except let it stay until its time ends naturally. Your hands no longer know they're touching fabric. They've stopped registering sensation in that way, and instead, just lie where gravity holds them, open palms on top of the blanket, like something waiting for a signal that never comes. But there's comfort too, not from expectation, but simply because being still allows space to grow between things. The night doesn't care if you're awake or not. It continues anyway, carrying its own rhythm through rooms and walls where no one else listens closely enough to hear it breathing with such quiet consistency. There is a softness in the way your shoulders sink slightly lower into the pillow than before, not forced down by gravity alone, but eased there, as though something inside finally released tension without needing permission. The muscles around that joint have been holding on for longer than you remember, just waiting, maybe, to stop being tense all at once. And now they do. Your shoulder settles again, deeper than before. Not because you've decided to let go, but because your body has simply stopped fighting the quiet it was never meant to escape. The fabric beneath you holds shape without effort. No need to adjust, no demand to flatten or smooth. It is enough that it exists exactly as it does, a surface for resting, not a task to be completed. There's a pause between breaths that feels like an invitation, not to do anything, but just to notice how long the stillness can stretch when nothing needs answering. The memory of their voice doesn't return with force, not this time. Only the faintest echo in your jaw, as if you'd swallowed sound and it lingered somewhere behind your teeth. You don't need to name it or track its origin. You only feel how soft it is now, like dust settling on a shelf no one visits. It doesn't demand attention, it just exists. Not louder than the silence around it, not lighter either. And that's okay. Your fingers are still open, They've stopped trying to grip anything, even air. They lie where they fell, not because you placed them there, but because gravity is gentle tonight and has no urgency. The tips of your middle finger and ring finger rest just slightly higher than the others, like a small curve in an otherwise flat line. Nothing deliberate, nothing meaningful, yet it feels true to how things sit when left alone long enough. The air near your face is still not warm, not cool, but full. It's full the way memory can be, not with weight, but with presence. Not all of it comes from outside. You could have breathed this same thickness in before and never noticed. But tonight, you notice because there's no other sound to distract or demand your attention. There is a slow shift beneath your ribs, something barely moving, like the quiet stir of water under ice. You don't need to explain it or follow it. It doesn't matter if it returns or fades. What matters is that it happens without needing you to guide it, without requiring you to care whether it's helpful or not. You are no longer trying to fix anything inside your head. There's no checklist of things undone. No mental folder labeled unfinished. Even the idea of a list has softened into something shapeless and quiet. It doesn't pull at your focus anymore, because nothing needs to be written down, remembered, acted upon. The part of you that remembers what was said, the tone that wasn't quite right, the pause that lasted too long, has stopped rehearsing it as if there were still time for a different version. It doesn't ask for gratitude or attention. It only lies there as proof that stillness can be shared without words. There is a faint scent of old linen somewhere near the pillow. Not strong, just enough to remind you of things long forgotten. How blankets absorb time, how they hold impressions not meant to last, but somehow do. The memory isn't sharp, only soft and low, like an undertone in music that doesn't carry the melody, but gives it depth. You don't need to know what it means, or whether any of this is real or imagined. You are simply allowed to be where you already are. Not far from sleep, not quite there yet, but no longer fighting against drifting. The idea of speaking again, of saying anything at all, doesn't return with urgency. Not because the thought has been erased, but because it's no longer part of your current state. It doesn't rise up like a wave or press forward like a demand. Instead, it floats in the background, not even visible unless you look too hard. And when you don't look, it drifts back into silence, not dismissed, not rejected, just released from being important. For now, there's no effort required to stay here, no performance of calmness or discipline of attention. You're simply present in the way a stone is present beneath water, unmoved by surface ripples, unbothered by wind above. The darkness around you isn't empty. It holds things that can't be seen but are still felt. The shape of your breath, the rhythm of blood moving through veins, the soft pulse behind your eyes that no longer feels like pressure, but like a quiet hum beneath skin. You don't need to name it. You don't need to understand it. Just let it be. This softness between thoughts, this gentle pull towards stillness, this way of being where nothing needs fixing and everything is already enough. The part of you that wanted to change something, it's not gone, but it has stopped asking for permission to act. It knows now that some things don't need rewriting or re-examining, only witnessed without reaction. There is no story left to tell, only the quiet after the telling. And that peace feels like coming home to a room you've never entered before, but have always known was yours. Your hands remain open, not as surrender, but as invitation to rest, to be held by stillness, to exist in the space between words with no need to speak. The air around your face stays thick, not because it's heavy, but because it's full of all that has happened and all that hasn't been said. And even if you feel something lingering, some echo from a conversation not finished, it doesn't matter anymore whether it was right or wrong, kind or careless. What matters is how easily it can be let go now, like a leaf floating downstream without resistance. There's no need to solve anything tonight, no requirement to make meaning of yesterday when all that remains is this, the quiet between breaths, the weightless blanket, your body sinking deeper into its own shape as if it had been waiting for permission to soften. You are not responsible for what happened in the past, or even for what might happen tomorrow. You only need to be here now, where everything feels possible without needing to be done. Your eyelids feel heavier, not because you're tired, but because they've stopped fighting against closing. They don't pull shut with effort, they simply stay lowered, as if gravity has found a kinder way to hold them down tonight. There is no urgency in the quiet, no signal, no alarm, no demand for response. Just time moving on its own, carrying your stillness forward without asking anything of you. The room holds your breath like it was meant to be held, the same air that passed through your lungs a moment ago. Now, just floating there, waiting for nothing but the next slow rhythm of returning. You don't need to keep track. You don't need to remember where this feeling began or how long it might last. Just let it happen. This softness that isn't sleep, yet feels like its closest cousin. a state where time doesn't matter and effort is not required. There's a stillness in your chest, not absence, but presence. Like something deep inside has finally stopped searching for meaning and just begun to rest. You are not trying to remember how it felt when you first realized something had shifted between you, how the air changed just slightly after a pause too long, or a tone that wasn't quite right. You don't need to replay the moment like it's still unfolding behind your eyes. The memory is here now, not as an event, but as a shadow under skin, not sharp enough to cut, but present enough to feel. It doesn't demand attention, it simply exists in the space where thoughts go when they've lost their urgency. You're breathing into the dark, like you're learning how to stay without moving. Like each inhale is a small act of trust, and each exhale is an unspoken release. Your body isn't doing anything special. It's just lying there, soft, settled between what was and what hasn't begun yet. There's no need to straighten or adjust. No need to check your position in the world, because you're not performing for anyone now, not even yourself. The warmth under your skin is quieter than sound. It doesn't speak. It just is. A low hum that isn't a thought, but something older. The quiet after tension has dissolved, like water settling into stillness after being stirred. Your hands are resting where they fell when you stopped moving them. An open palm toward the ceiling. Fingers slightly curled, not in effort, but in ease. There's nothing to fix here. No part of you is broken or missing. You're just breathing through a space that used to feel full of what might have been said, what should have been asked, what could still be changed if only you had the right words. But now there's no need for them. The idea of saying something different doesn't echo anymore. It drifts like smoke from a fire long gone. You don't reach for it because you know it won't catch. It doesn't burn. It just fades slowly into air that holds nothing and everything. You're not waiting to feel better. You're not trying to become someone else who's already asleep. You're simply allowing the shape of your presence, your stillness, to deepen without resistance. like a stone sinking in water, only slower, more deliberate. The room doesn't need you to listen anymore. It isn't asking for anything. The walls aren't holding their breath. They've stopped measuring time by how long you stay awake. The clock has already forgotten what hour it is. Your thoughts are not enemies. They're not even guests, just passing clouds in a sky that no longer watches them with expectation. You don't need to chase one or hold on to the last. You don't have to ask whether they were right, whether you meant well, whether your words left an imprint too heavy to carry. The conversation isn't unfinished. It's already been lived through, and now it rests in this place between breaths, not because it was resolved, but because it no longer demands anything of you. You're not running from it. You're not hiding inside silence. You're simply letting the weight of what happened settle into your body, not as burden, but as part of you. Like a thread woven through fabric that's been worn and loved for years. There's a quiet in your chest where thoughts used to gather, where they'd build towers, argue with themselves, rehearse answers. Now it's empty, not because nothing is there, but because the noise has settled into stillness, so deep you can feel it like air inside your ribs. You're breathing through a space that doesn't need filling. Your skin feels thinner than before, not in vulnerability, but in openness. Like every sensation is sharper without being loud. The soft press of sheets against your forearm, the cool kiss of night on your cheek, where the blanket has slipped just enough to let it touch. Not unpleasant, just real. Just here. No judgment attached. You're not trying to fall asleep. You're not even pretending you want to. That's not what this is about. This isn't a performance. There's no checklist, no finish line. The only thing required of you is to stay in the room with your thoughts, even when they feel like echoes, without needing to answer them. You don't need to know why you're awake, or how long it will take for stillness to grow deeper. You only need to be here, where time doesn't rush and decisions aren't expected, where even silence feels safe. There's a slow pull beneath your spine, not gravity, not effort, but something older. The quiet weight of being held by the night itself. Not because you're special, not because you deserve it, but simply because you are present in a way that doesn't ask for anything back. Your breath is no longer just air moving in and out. It's becoming part of the rhythm of the dark, like waves on a shore that never tires of returning. You don't need to match it or control it. Just let it flow, unbothered by how long it takes between each inhale. Let your body take what it needs from the air without needing to count. The blanket isn't just covering you. It's holding you in a way that doesn't feel like effort. Like it was always meant to be there. Not as protection, but as invitation. To let go, to sink deeper, to stop resisting the softness that wants to take you down slowly. You're not falling asleep. You're simply allowing your body to remember what it knows, how to rest without permission, how to become still when no one's watching, how to be fully present in a moment that doesn't need to be remembered. There's no reason for this quiet to end. There's no obligation to wake up or make meaning of the night. You're not failing if you don't fall asleep. You're not succeeding if you do. This isn't about results. It's just being. This deep, slow breath between thoughts. This moment where nothing needs fixing and everything is already whole. The memory of that conversation still hums in your body, not as a wound or regret, but as something carried like warmth from an old fire. Not bright enough to see by, but real enough to feel on the skin. It doesn't need to be spoken about. It doesn't need to be understood. It just needs to rest. You don't have to protect yourself from what happened. You don't have to guard your heart against its echo. There's no danger here. Only softness, only space, only time that moves without needing you to move with it. The dark isn't empty. It's full of things too quiet for words. The way blood flows through veins like a slow river beneath stone. The subtle shift in pressure when your head settles just right against the pillow. The faint pulse at your temple, not as pain, but as presence, as proof that you're still here, still breathing, still alive. You don't need to fix anything. You don't need to rewrite what was said or change how it felt. The only thing required of you is to stay. Just stay in this quiet room where even silence has a shape and time moves without urgency. There's no pressure to respond, no expectation that your thoughts must resolve themselves. They're not failing because they keep coming back. They're just showing up, like visitors who don't know how to leave. but you've already welcomed them in. And now, you can simply let them stay until they decide on their own. You are not responsible for what happened between you and the other person. Not for the words that were said or unsaid. Not for the pause that stretched too long. Not for the way your voice cracked when you tried to say something kind. You're only responsible for being here now, breathing, feeling, existing in a body that doesn't need to be fixed. There's no story left to tell about it, no lesson to learn. Just this: you were there, and you meant what you said, even if it wasn't enough, even if the tone was wrong, even if the timing was off. You showed up, and that's more than most people do. And now, in this hour where time has forgotten its name, you're showing up again, just by being still, just by staying open to what is, without needing it to be different. Your mind may still flicker with fragments, the way a candle licks the air when it's nearly out. A phrase that almost made sense. A look that didn't mean what you thought. But they don't need answers anymore. They're not demanding anything. They just float, like dust in light, like breath on glass. You're still here, and that's enough. The quiet doesn't need you to be anything more than what you are. This body lying down, this breath rising and falling without effort, this mind gently releasing its hold on every detail that used to matter so much. You don't have to make sense of it now. There's no one listening to decide if your feelings were valid or too much or not enough. The conversation doesn't need you to replay it again. It just needs to be where it is, neither healed nor wounded, neither forgotten nor remembered, but simply resting like a letter left on the table after the mail has come and gone. Your shoulders are soft now, sinking into the mattress as if gravity decided not to pull you up this time. The weight of your arms feels like permission, a slow surrender to stillness that doesn't demand anything back. You're not trying to fix what's been said or unsaid. There's no need to write a new version in your head. No editing, no rewriting, no future. You arriving with answers you don't have yet. Just this, the warmth of your own body under the blanket, the way it holds heat without effort, like soil remembers sunlight long after the sun has passed. The memory of that moment still hums, not loud enough to disturb, not sharp enough to cut, just a quiet vibration beneath the surface, like water moving slowly through roots. It doesn't need your attention anymore. You don't have to check on it. You don't have to apologize for feeling what you felt or protect yourself from how it echoed in your chest when they said that thing. Or didn't say anything at all. The silence between words wasn't empty. It was full of everything left unsaid. And now, It's full of something else too. Presence. You're not doing anything wrong by staying awake. You're not failing because you haven't fallen asleep yet. There's no test to pass, no deadline to meet. The night is not asking for your performance. It doesn't want you to be productive or efficient or better than the version of yourself from earlier tonight. All it asks is that you stay, just stay, in this soft current where time slows and thoughts don't need to go anywhere. That phrase, the one that keeps coming back, the way their voice shifted when they said it, isn't a problem anymore. It's not haunting you. It's just part of what happened, like a footprint in damp earth. No longer pressing into your skin, but still there. Visible only if you look down, and you don't have to look. You can let it be. Let the air carry it away without effort. Your breath is slowing again, not forced, not shaped, not corrected, but just settling. Like leaves drifting down onto a quiet pond. Each inhalation is gentle, each exhalation longer than the last. There's no urgency in how you're breathing. No need to fill up or empty out. Just this, rising, falling, steady as rain on a rooftop, far away. It just stays where it is, warm and still, holding space around your body like a quiet promise. The dark isn't cold, it's soft. It doesn't hide anything. It simply contains everything without needing to explain. The faint sound of the house breathing, creaks in wood, the distant hum of something running somewhere far away is not noise. It's music for stillness. You don't need to name what you hear. You just listen. There's no clock ticking in your head anymore. Not because it stopped, but because it doesn't matter. Whether it's 1 or 3 or 5 hours past midnight makes no difference here. The night doesn't care about timekeeping. It moves at its own pace, like a river that forgets where it started and only knows how to flow. You're not trying to fall asleep. You're just allowing your body to rest in the way it always wanted to, without permission, without performance, without proof that you deserved it. And now, finally, it's beginning to believe that yes, it does deserve to be still. The thought of them, their voice, the moment when things didn't go as hoped, that doesn't need to disappear. It can stay. just like a memory stays in your bones long after you've stopped thinking about it. You don't have to forget it. You don't have to fix it. You only have to let it be. Quiet, unclaimed, no longer needing your attention. Your eyelids feel heavy, not because you're tired, but because they know how to close without resistance. They rest like curtains drawn over a window that doesn't need light anymore. The darkness isn't empty. It's full of what can't be seen, but still exists. The rhythm of blood in veins, the slow pulse behind your eyes, the way your spine curves into the mattress just right. You're not asleep yet, but you don't need to be. You're already somewhere between waking and resting, where thoughts come and go without leaving footprints, where feeling doesn't have to mean doing, where staying still isn't waiting, it's being. There's no effort in this moment, no pushing or pulling, just breath, just warmth, just the soft weight of your body on the bed, the slow expansion of air through your chest, the way silence settles like dust after a storm, settled and peaceful, not because it was cleaned up, but because it finally stopped moving. The memory is still there, not bright, not sharp, but present in a way that doesn't ask for anything. It's just part of the quiet now, like a single note held in harmony with all the others. You don't need to remember what came before, or wonder what might have changed if you'd said something different. That version of you isn't here anymore. Only this one is. Breathing, open, letting go. You're not failing because your mind won't stop moving. It's just being true to itself, racing through the past like a train that doesn't know it's already past the station. But now it can slow down. Now it can rest on its own tracks, no longer needing to prove anything or arrive anywhere. The air feels lighter now, not because you've cleared your mind, but because you've stopped fighting with it. You're not chasing sleep. You're just letting yourself be held by the night, like a child wrapped in a blanket.